How to get harder erections naturally. Today, we're going to talk about that because a lot of times guys are always asking me, how can I get natural erections that are just harder, firmer, all that good stuff? Well, today I'm going to give you five tips that you can use immediately to help you with that process. And hey, my name is Brian, aka Uncle B, and for the last 23 years I've been a men's performance coach with GoodWood, the all-natural liquid aphrodisiac, formerly known as African Fly, and yes, they're the same product, we just had a name change. So today specifically, we're going to be talking about what you need to do to shift your habits in these different 5 areas so you can get better testosterone. And of course, make sure you subscribe, like, hit the notification bell, but more importantly, what I need from you is comments. I want to hear from you. One of my guys asked me about doing a late night shift video talking about what you need to do in terms of sleep. I got that coming for you, sir. And also, if you leave a comment, well, just to entice you, we do have GoodWood mugs. Refresh the electrolytes. And it all comes down to giving more inspiration. And let me tell you why, real quick. This came from my man, Isaac, and he asked the question, how do you feel about guys, he's age 23, taking in this information? And I have to tell you, ooh, you're in luck that you're getting this information as early as possible. This actually should be obviously taught in schools, because literally the only thing that's in your life that will stay constant, that's not going to go away, your job's going to go away, your friends going to go away, your clothes going to go away, but your health is always with you as long as you're alive. He left a comment, I replied, and he came back with, you inspired me to take my health seriously at a young age. That's what we're here for. So fellas, please share your information, your experiences, because other people are reading. We have young guys who need to know this information. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna break down sugar. The first thing you need to pay attention to is the amount of sugar that you take in. You're only supposed to get at the maximum 21 to 23 grams of sugar a day. Here's the problem. A glass of orange juice is over 23 grams. I did videos about sugar and how it's just put into everything, so you have to be extra careful with this one. And the reason why is that sugar will lower your testosterone for at least a half an hour. If you're young, like 23, like my man Isaac, it's a half an hour. The older you get, the longer that lasts. And of course, that's because as you get older, your testosterone levels are going down anyway. It doesn't need your sugary help. And of course, the bursting and burning of testosterone is what fuels erections. So yeah, you shouldn't be feeding your erections sugar. And of course, we talk about sleep all the time. How much sleep should you get? As much as you can, really. There's some people that say I only need 6 hours of sleep. Some people that say sleep is for suckers. Yeah, they're wrong. If you're having issues with your erections, that means part of this puzzle is your sleep. You have to have it in there dialed in. We're talking about 7 to 8 hours. That is because your testosterone builds while you're sleeping, along with your immune system, human growth hormones, everything else. And what you do during the day, I call that energy potential. You're working out, you're eating right, you're doing all this great stuff. That's your energy potential. It does not show up until you get that sleep. You can do all this great stuff and then just mess it up just by Netflixing. Why? And of course, I have videos talking about sleep, but here's some quick tips. First things first, you need to be consistent with your patterns in terms of going to sleep. When it's time to go to sleep every night. Night. We're talking about the weekends too. Turn off all electronics 2 hours before you go to sleep. At least. Keep the room cool. We're talking about a good 68 degrees. And yeah, you can take a warm shower. That helps cool your body off, and therefore you get better sleep. But let's talk about our favorite right here, that alcohol. Why are you drinking that, man? Alcohol is a poison that just happens to make you feel woozy. It's still a poison though. And if it just so happen to mix with a whole bunch of sugar, not only will you get a hangover, but you're messing up your erections with poison and sugar. Way to go. It also messes up your sleep. You see how this is a pattern here? Your body is in the process of trying to repair the poison that you just did, all the damage that you did with that poison, so you're not getting good sleep, which means you're not getting that testosterone. I mean, basically, when it comes down to it, you got that little hangover. If your brain isn't feeling well, it's not concerned about your erections. So basically, just cut it out. It's not going to work out well for you, bruh. And let's talk about that big daddy of them all, heavy lifting. Heavy lifting is great for your testosterone. When you're lifting heavy weights, you're actually tearing your muscles, you're tearing the muscle fibers, and it just needs to repair. It repairs overnight while you're asleep with that testosterone. So you see that cycle there, you tear it, your body's dialing up the testosterone to repair it. Not only does it repair what you already did, what it's thinking is like, okay, you had to do some extra work so we can get some food, so your body will dial up even more testosterone. That's the way this works. And just one quick thing, I know the guys like to get on that elliptical, you like to just run on the treadmill for a good half an hour, 45 minutes. That's not really good for your testosterone. Hey, any movement is helpful for your body, but in particular, if you're trying to increase your testosterone, steady state cardio actually does damage to your body over a period of time. So be careful with that. I'm not saying cut it out completely, but yeah, be careful. Lifting heavy is better for your testosterone. And let's get to the most powerful mall of them all. Let's go ahead, Charles Xavier on this one. Yeah, you need to meditate. You need to be able to control your mind, not everybody else's. Control your mind. We are overstimulated as a society. We got the laptops, the phones, all the extra stuff that's going on, just being attacked from all sides. You need to be able to stay within yourself, stay in control of your own brain. Meditation does that. It also makes your day very efficient. And as a consequence of being able to control yourself, you're going to lower your cortisol. Your cortisol is actually the enemy of testosterone, not estrogen. It's the cortisol. Cortisol will lower your testosterone. Now, what people like to do is just make this all extra complicated, like you're supposed to do some, sit in a weird position and do all this. Look, it's all about controlling yourself, bringing yourself down in terms of how your brain is just going into overdrive. You could just take a good 10 breaths. That's meditating. Just focus in on the breath, just in and out. That's meditating. You can get the apps, all that stuff. It helps out, but don't just stop doing it because it seems complicated. All you're doing is just closing your eyes, focusing in on your breathing, and just calming yourself down. Bing, you're meditating. Now, as far as your habits, the things that you're already doing, some guys, we have the habit of drinking some alcohol, staying up late, Krispy Kremes, that's a habit for some guys. Yeah, all of these different things you can change, you need to change, and you need to start right now. These are habits, they're sort of crazy, how we get into them, and sometimes it's hard to just break them. Some guys can, they just say, hey, I'm going to cut everything out. It works perfectly for them. Other guys, you need to walk away from crazy. So yeah, walk away, take your time, forgive yourself if you don't do everything perfectly the first time. So, got a question for you, help me out in the comments section. Hey, what works for you in terms of being able to get rid of these bad habits? Is it easier to just go to sleep, cut out the sugar, drop the alcohol, get into some meditation? What works for you? If you can let us know in the comments section, what is your experience? And if you do that, yeah, we're gonna hit you back up and let you know whether or not you want a coffee mug. We got 2 of them coming for 2 of them just for this video. Go ahead. Hit the comment section. Let us know. Besides, we need some inspiration here, bro. We're counting on you. So yeah, make sure you get your coffee mug on. And hey, this is Brian, aka Uncle B, saying get your game up and go hard. Peace out.